Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. We've got baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the Detroit Tigers. And on the hill in this one, number 58. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, because he doesn't have plus stuff, it's going to be critical that his skipper keeps a close eye on him. Second time, third time through the order, we see the OPS jump dramatically.
All right, ready to go here. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Ozzie Albies.
And we're underway here in the home opener. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike.
He's in there. He's safe
with a stolen base. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Man at second. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. There's one. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Here is Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Hit hard, base hit. Ozzie flying around third. Head first slide, and he's safe. On the board first, it's 1 zip. And he'll pull into second safely.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike one. Line drive. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Here comes Olsen around third, and they lead by 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Back-to-back base hits. I'll tell you, when you smoke the line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Austin Riley in the box now. Takes strike 1. And a foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Outside, that's a ball.
On a line, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Grounds one to short. McGonigal. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 1st, and on the hill, Spencer Schwellenbach. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike 2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Batting second, right fielder, Gary Carpenter.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third, second baseman.
Here is Gleyber Torres. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 3-2 now. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. On now to the top half of inning number 2. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. And he hits a ground ball right side. Keith takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter. Springer.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
The 0-2. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now 2 gone. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. On a line out towards center. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, bottom half of inning number 2, Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that skips in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for Detroit, Jose Caballero. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. New inning getting started. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. 0-2 now.
Ball, that's low.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. It's a leadoff double to start the 3rd.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
Ball 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ball, that's out.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Here's a high chopper. Tosses to first, and one away in the top of the 3rd. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. The next offering misses, and it's 1-1. To the right side, base hit, and a run comes in.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Late on that fastball.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2. Here's Yelich at the dish. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Ball, that's out. That's ball
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the inning, Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Swings through that.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Yelich settles under this one, takes it in for the out. And next up for the Tigers, Jackson Chourio. Pulls that one foul. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped to short. Play made, that ends the inning. Back here in Detroit, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon.
You know, these Braves really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
And first offering is fouled off.
There's certainly added pressure when you're hitting with runners on. So the fact that they've come through so many times in those spots shows me a lot about the makeup of these hitters.
And that's the strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's George Springer. Struck out swinging his first time.
Hey.
And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So Ozzie Albies now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Springer on the run. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man on second, 2 down. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 2-run blast. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. Here's Acuna, 1 for 2. Line drive. Stretches out and hauls it in. Back at Comerica Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 8.
For the Tigers, right fielder, Gary Carpenter.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The Tigers with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Here comes Gleyber Torres. His first at bat was a strike. Yeah. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side for the... Ready now for the 5th inning. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson.
You know, these Braves doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. In the air, left field. Chourio brings it in with a nice running grab. One pitch and one out.
One of the most frustrating things for an offense is leaving runners on base. So the big hits they've gotten in this one have made a very happy group of hitters down there.
And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an
Nice grab. The feed for 1. Back to first, and it's over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Shortstop Mauricio Dubon.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Ball, that's it.
No throw, safe at second. Out towards right center field. Carpenter on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Wenzel Perez. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers.
Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Inside.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's to third. Tosses to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Jose Caballero. Bunting for a hit, and that's just foul. Strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Bunting, and it's in the air. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Back here in Detroit, all set for the top of the 6th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
On the ground. Tosses to first.
No, he's
Leadoff
out.
man retired in the 6th. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
George Springer.
Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. The Braves up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Struck him out without a swing. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Foul ball there.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 1 for 3. What a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 6th. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers.
Well, these Tigers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Ball 2.
Got him swinging.
Up next for the Tigers, first baseman Cole E.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Detroit, Jackson Chourio. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas, just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Austin Riley. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. There's a line drive to left field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw in, safe at second, and he gets back in. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 7th, Riley Green up now for the Tigers. Slider right there.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Tied him up inside with that one. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean making
out towards right center field. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Torres, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Acuna on the run. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back at Comerica Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Ground ball left side. One pitch and one out.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And the batter is George Springer. Lifted in the air, right center field. Carpenter on the move to the alley. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
That's a base hit. Run scores. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Matt Olson. Acuna runs. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. That one ripped, but foul. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely...
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. And that one is gone. He circles the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 10-0.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And that'll do it. Bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Wenzel Perez.
Inside ball.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Ball to strike. That one fouled off. 1-2 now. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. Swings over the top of that one.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Man, he's getting really close to this thing right now. Only 4 outs left, but it's going to be tough to get.
Caballero in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Strike 2.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. and zip your final in this one. For Chris.